Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you how a 15-year-old was flirting with me in 3rd grade. So yeah, let's get into it. So this was, let me put you up here so you can see me better. Crap. So basically what happened was, so I was on the bus and I was in the 3rd grade. This boy, he was 15 years old, and he sat behind me, and he went up and he asked me questions. He's like, "You want to be my girlfriend?" And I said no, because I already have one. I actually did have a boyfriend at the time, but he wasn't really like my boyfriend. We were just pretending, and I thought he was joking, because why would a 15-year-old want to hang out be my boyfriend? So the next day, he started making kissy faces at me and going, and like making weird, like romantic faces with me and asking these weird questions, like, if we ever, like telling me if we ever got married, we would have 11 kids, all that kind of stuff. And that was pretty creepy, but I thought he was joking again, because I was the weirdest kid ever. I didn't know when that was happening. So then he started like asking my bus aide, Miss Cindy, if I could sit next to him. Miss Cindy asked me if I wanted to sit next to him. I said no, I would like sitting next to my friend. I'm not gonna say her name. Let's just call her Katie. Katie. I wanted to sit next to Katie, cause yeah. So after that incident, the next day, he was just like being really weird with me. Like, asked me again if I wanted to be his girlfriend, and my response was no. The bus aide didn't do anything about it. She just literally sat there and watched it happen. And then he was talking to his friend about, I heard him like say something like this, "That girl over there, she's hot." And she thought that he was talking to Courtney, because Courtney was 14. But yeah, after that, wait, I'm gonna call her Courtney. I forgot that I was gonna call her Katie. But anyways, so we got those together, and then after that, basically, I went over to my teacher and said what all the things were happening, and she's like, she took it really seriously and said, "So that's what's been happening?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it has." And then she's like, "Okay, I'll make sure to tell the principal." So the next day, I went on the bus, and Jackson was, let's call him Jackson. Jackson was not there, and yeah, and he was very, like, he wasn't there when I was getting off the bus to go home. So then the very next day, the principal calls me, but the teacher said the principal wants to see you, which as a 3rd grader, I thought that I was gonna get in trouble, and I really didn't like getting in trouble. I was like the teacher's pet. Every single time I would get in trouble, I would start crying. So I was really scared to go over there, but I went over there. Jackson was on the other side, and he was asking me what was happening, and I'm like, and I told him, my principal, not going to say his name out loud, but he talked to Jackson and said, "Leave this, stop doing this," and told him why he should stop. I don't really remember that well what he said, but yeah. So after that, everything stopped, but Jackson wasn't allowed to be on the bus with me anymore. And I told my dad I got a no home about this. So yeah, and my dad was peed off. He was so mad. He called my bus aide and said, "Why didn't you do anything to that boy when he was doing that to my daughter," and stuff like that, just yelling and screaming. He did not like that at all, that his 3rd grade daughter was getting hit on by a 15-year-old. That's just not what a dad wants to hear. So yeah, I'd never seen him again, and I'd never want to see him again. So yeah, that's my story. If you guys want another story time, make sure to comment that down below. Bye guys.